Mr. Hill, you have a number of bills. I assume you're going to present on SB 814 and SB 869. Thank you. Your pleasure to start whichever one.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. SB 814 ensures that no one can buy their way out of a drought. During the worst period of the ongoing drought, most Californians reduce their water consumption and face stiff penalties for wasting water. But some residents used as much water as they wanted without any repercussions. SB 814 fixes this inequity by requiring water suppliers to adopt a process to identify and fine excessive water users to curb their water consumption. The bill only applies when mandatory water reductions are enacted during a drought. The analysis notes negligible, if any, state costs. SB 814 is supported by the California League of Conservation Voters, the Sierra Club, and Clean Water Action. I respectfully ask for an aye vote, members. Thank you.
We have a motion.
Thank you.
We have a motion.
I heard it from...
We have a motion. We're short people. Pardon me? How about if we go to witnesses in support? Thank you. Mr. Obolnelty supports. Seconds your bill for a courtesy there to help move it along. Witnesses in support. Seeing no witnesses in support, witnesses in opposition. Seeing no opposition, Department of Finance.
No file.
Thank you. Questions of the author from members? Seeing none, this has a B roll call. We'll hold the roll open for members who are going to be here to add on.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. You have SB 869.
I do, thank you. To prevent handgun thefts from vehicles, current law requires civilian handgun owners to store the weapon in a locked box or in the trunk when leaving it unattended in a vehicle. This common sense requirement, however, does not apply to law enforcement officers and concealed carry license holders, and unfortunately several handguns have been stolen out of police vehicles and used in deadly crimes. A news report published this week showed that the problem is worse than we thought. Based on data from police agencies around the Bay Area, the news report found that over a 4-year period, 192 police guns were stolen. 192 police guns were stolen. Most of the stolen guns were handguns, and most of them were stolen from an officer's unattended car because they weren't secured properly. SB 869 simply extends the existing vehicle handgun storage requirement to anyone who leaves a handgun unattended in their car, eliminating the law enforcement exemption. The analysis notes minor costs to local law enforcement agencies that will be offset by fines. The bill is supported by the Brady Campaign, the California Association of Highway Patrolmen, the California Police Chiefs, and continues to have no opposition. I respectfully ask for an aye vote, members.
Thank you very much. Witnesses in support? Witnesses in opposition? Department of Finance?
We anticipate no fiscal impact to the state. Any local government costs resulting from the mandate in this measure would not be state reimbursable because the mandate only involves the definition of a crime or the penalty for conviction of a crime.
Thank you very much. Questions of the author from members? Mr. Jones? We have a motion by Mr. Calderon.
Thank you.
I assume a second from Mr. Wood?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Hill, a couple of concerns. In the analysis and in your presentation, you're talking about police vehicles, but the bill also applies to CCW holders as well, concealed carry permit holders. And in light of recent laws that this legislature has passed and the governor has signed, specifically, I think it was SB 707 last year, where concealed carry permit holders are no longer allowed on school campuses with their firearms. They have to lock those in their car. I'm concerned that a couple of things, that now those firearms that are designed and purposed to be concealed, when a parent or somebody who has a proper permit is going on a school campus, they're having to remove those firearms from their concealed location and then lock them in the vehicle, and they're exposing those firearms at that point in time, which could cause concern by those folks around them that see that activity happening. And then your statistics So that's one concern. And the second statistic is that you stated in your opening is police vehicles, but you didn't state any statistics regarding CCW holders on whether that's a legitimate concern in the state of California, which I think the statistics are very small on that. But if you can speak to those two concerns, I'd appreciate it.
Certainly. Well, I mean, the issue, and I'll take the latter first, the issue of the number of CCW holders who've lost their guns or they've been stolen out of their vehicles. I don't know the number of that, but it should, in terms of when we're trying to solve a particular problem of unsecured weapons in vehicles, it should apply universally to everyone. I mean, it applies to average citizens, it should apply to law enforcement, and that's what the purpose of the bill is, and it should apply to any gun. You know, we don't want to take the chance and have the opportunity of someone to take their weapon and put it in their glove box, put it underneath their seat, or have it someplace where it's easily in their fanny pack, or they're running and they're going jogging. That's what mostly happens, unintentionally. And the fact of a school grounds, if they know they're going to a school and they have a weapon on them, then they may want to leave it home or secured in their vehicle before they just get to the school and then have to make that transfer to put it in their car and secure it in their vehicle, and so that everyone can see, which I believe is this concern you're raising, Mr. Jones. And so if that could be something they could handle on their own. This bill doesn't address that, and to me it's more of a common sense situation rather than not. If they can't take them on school grounds, they have to put them and secure them someplace else.
You did raise an additional concern, Mr. Chair, if I may, that I also meant to raise. The language of the bill specifically excludes the glove compartment as an appropriate location to lock the firearm up. But it does allow, I think as you just mentioned, a fanny pack or a gym bag that has a lock on it. So, you know, in my opinion, a glove box is much more secure that locks than having a gym bag with a lock on it that can be removed from the vehicle and then easily opened with a knife or, you know, something else. So, can you talk to that?
Yeah, and thank you, and I understand the question. The glove box, you know, this is just simply aligning our legislation with the previous legislation, which does not allow glove boxes either. And I believe the reason is that is usually a place and a location where people store valuables and would place things, and it's the first place that someone who breaks into a vehicle would go. Gym bags locked are not considered a locked and secure storage facility for a handgun. It has to be in a secured lock box or whatever type of secured structure that would be necessary or compartment for a vehicle.
Thank you, Senator. I appreciate your indulgence on my concerns. I'm still concerned about them, and that's why I can't support the bill. So
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? I do have a question.
Yes.
Just staying on the same track of the glove box. What about vehicles that have consoles between the seats? That is a locking location. That is not expressly spoken to in this legislation.
Well,
so you would assume that is still legal to utilize as a locking container?
I would assume not, but here again, this is just applying the current restrictions, limitations on location of concealing and securing a weapon. So if that is in current law today, allowing that as a location, then that would apply to this law as well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
We're not changing that aspect of it, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Would you like to close?
Respectfully ask for an aye vote, members.
Thank you very much. This has a B roll call. We're still waiting for members to get here. I will note for the record, Chang is an aye on this bill. So as soon as we get other members here, we can
Thank you,
our
Mr.
vote.
Chair. Appreciate it. Thank you, members. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, you have a number of bills. You have two that I see here for presentation. You have one that's on suspense. What's your pleasure?
So I'm waiving and only presenting on SB 923.
And what about SB 1036? You had that up today.
I don't have my packet with me. My staff didn't bring it, so I'll just
Did you get that pulled, Pedro? That wasn't pulled. Why don't you present on the bill that you have your packet for, and let your staff maybe to figure that out real quick for us. And
So we're waiving the other, present a 923, and then I'll get the intel and I'll come back. If you don't
okay,
mind.
so you're going to present on SB
923.
923. Please
So this
begin.
will ensure healthcare consumers are actually provided what they were promised when signed up for coverage by the prohibiting healthcare service plan or health insurer from charging any cost share during the plan year. The analysis indicates minor costs. I ask for an aye vote.
Thank you very much. You have witnesses in support.
Beth Capel on behalf of Health Access California. We're pleased to be here as the sponsor of this measure. We thought we had already done this in prior legislation when we required that rates be in place in the individual and small employer market for a year. And so we're pleased to be here to dot the last I and cross the last T on this. Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there other witnesses in support?
California Labor Federation, also in support.
Thank you very much. Witnesses in opposition? Seeing none, Department of Finance?
We estimate minor and absorbable costs to the Department of Managed Healthcare and the Department of Insurance.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the author? This bill has an A roll call on it. We'll hold the roll open for members who haven't checked in yet so they can add on.
Okay, I can go ahead. I've got the analysis. I can go ahead and present the bill for
That would be great.
SB 1036. This bill,
We have a motion and a second.
ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Very good. We knew we could work
Simple.
this out. Do you have any witnesses in support?
Apparently not, because they didn't know I was supposed to be here.
Witnesses in opposition? Wait a minute. We have somebody.
Witness in support, Asha Harris on behalf of the California State Sheriff's Association.
See, we're still working for you.
Okay, all right.
Witness, is there another witness coming up for support? Witnesses in opposition?
Dennis Cuevas Romero on behalf of the California Attorneys for Criminal Justice in regretful opposition.
Thank you very much. Any other witnesses? Seeing none, Department of Finance?
Any local government costs resulting from the mandate in this measure would not be state reimbursable because the mandate only involves the definition of a crime or the penalty for conviction of a crime.
Thank you very much. Any members with questions of the author? Seeing none. Again, this enjoys an A roll call. We'll be waiting for other members to check in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The only author that we're waiting for right now is Senator Lara. If his staff could help him get here, we would appreciate it. So, exactly. Why don't we go ahead and move to the consent calendar? Would you please read the bills that are on today's consent calendar?
ACR 158 Holden, ACR 174 Bigelow, ACR 177 Frazier, 178 Gibson, 180 Openalty, 191 Gallagher, and 197 Gatto. Senate Bill 488 Block, 514 Anderson, 820 Hertzberg, 883 Roth, 905 Bates, 924 Roth, 930 Gaines, 940 Vidak, 952 Anderson, 969 Wynn, 974 by Governance and Finance Committee, 1044 Wynn, 1067 Huff, 1105 Mendoza, 1133 Woke, 1138 Hueso, 1162 Berryhill, 1165 Canilla, 1175 Mendoza, 1178 Vidak, 1209 Morrell, 1211 Huff, 1221 Hertzberg, 1260 Allen, 1266 McGuire, 1348 Canella, 1352 PERS Committee, 1353 Pan, 1399 Hueso, 1429 Nelson, 1436 Bates, 1451 Mendoza, 1475 Geo Committee, 1478 Business and Professions Committee, 1479 Business and Professions, SCR 102 Wynn, SCR 111 Mendoza, and SCR 117 Pan.
Chair would entertain a motion for the consent. We have a motion by Mr. Obalmelty. Mr. Wood seconds it. Pardon me? That would be an A roll call for that. While we're waiting for Mr. Lara to show up, why don't we read the suspense calendar today? Would you please read, Secretary?
Senate Bill 24, 322, 527, 554, 773, 817, 879, 916, 933, 1016, 1028, 1040, 1063, 1075, 1136, 1182, 1203, 1220, 1349, 1375, 1465, and 1471.
Thank you very much. Also, if we could have members of the Assembly-Appropriates Committee come check in, we would appreciate that so that we can conclude with a number of the votes.
Hey, man.
Is that piece Janice brought up, is that doable?
No, Janice needs to back off. We have been working, they're getting, I mean, yeah, if we could, there's some, I don't know what he wants. I mean, they're not going to get the billing that they want. That's just not going to happen. Logistically, it can't. We've done everything we can to make this a better building. We're actually getting things that are better. Anything now just potentially screws it up even more. So.
What's that piece mean to the insurance companies?
It's logistically, actually, it's not just the insurance companies that don't like it. It's how do you do the regs through DHCS?
Oh no, I meant the billing piece.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's almost nobody could figure out how to do it. And so we took that off the table a while ago, and James knows that because he knows that.
I told him I was open, but I didn't understand the technicalities of it that much.
We can't bring that back. It's what it is. For him, it's a membership. It's a membership issue, and he's trying to. And we can't do it. We put it out there, and we asked the Senate if they had any suggestions of anything else we could do, and they don't at this point. So I think the bill is as good as it gets. We just have to.
What else could be done for them outside of that, or close to that piece?
Well, I mean, they need to bring us suggestions. You know, I mean, that they haven't, and it's getting late. You know.
Okay, as we're filling in the time waiting for Senator Lara to get here, we'll go back over the entire agenda so that we have clarification for the record and for everyone's purposes. So then, now that we have a full roll of members who have fully checked in. So going back, starting with SB 759, that bill is out on a B roll call. And yes, that was author Mr. Anderson and Hancock. Mr. Lara, I was just making time. Please, you enjoy. You have two bills before us today. Which bill would you like to start with?
Could we start with SB 247?
We may.
Perfect.
The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members. SB 247 is a long overdue update to the safety regulations that govern charter buses. We are in the process of finalizing a set of amendments that will address the Bus Association and limo companies' concerns. SB 247 will close the gap in safety standards between buses and other modes of transportation by implementing the National Transportation Safety Board's recommendations to improve bus safety based on last year's tragic bus accident in Orland, California, where several students from Southern California were either injured or killed. Today, we'll speak only on the fiscal aspect of the bill. The California Highway Patrol.
You have a motion and a second, Mr. Lara.
The California Highway Patrol has estimated minimal cost under $20,000 to implement the required bill. I respectfully ask for your vote.
Thank you very much. Witnesses in support. Witnesses in opposition.
Good morning, Steve Wallach on behalf of the Motor Coach Industries. We unfortunately are still opposed to the bill, even as proposed to be amended. Our main concerns relate to the preemption of federal oversight of this area regarding the regulations of safety regulations for motor coaches by the federal government. NHTSA is the one that promulgates those. And this bill will kind of create conflicts between those two. While the bill does not contain any specific standards, it does direct CHP to develop those standards that will create a conflict and maybe preemption clause. There's unclarity about how that process will work out, the process the CHP would use to develop these standards if they're going to be developing them independently. With the low cost that's in the analysis of $20,000, if they do proceed to implement those standards independently by developing them their own, it is going to be much more costly than that. I mean, just look at the NHTSA's process for developing regulations for something as simple as mirrors versus cameras on the back of buses or on the back of trucks is much more extensive. So therefore, we unfortunately still oppose the bill because of the uncertainty it's going to cause in that area.
Thank you very much. Additional witnesses in opposition?
Apologies, Mr. Chair. Dennis Cuevas Romero on behalf of the Consumer Federation of California in support of the bill.
Okay. A little bit out of order, but that's okay. We take comments. Department of Finance.
No file.
No file. Any questions of the author? Would you like to close?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to reiterate, we have conferred with Letch Council, and they believe we have the authority to implement all the provisions in the bill. States have explicit authority to enact greater safety protections on charter buses. The only limitation on the states is that we cannot implement any standards that conflict with federal standards. And Council has again reassured us that none of the provisions in this bill conflict with federal standards. So with that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you very much. I think you're actually our first bill that truly gets out based on now with the right count that's here. So you're out on a B roll call with Chang voting aye.
Thank you.
You have a second bill, SB 1062.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members.
You have a motion and a second. This is a support. So what's your pleasure?
I respectfully ask for your aye vote on this important bill.
Thank you. You have witnesses in support?
Yes, briefly, sir. Jennifer Fearing, and just wanted to express the support of this bill from the Humane Society of the United States, the Oakland Zoo, the City of Oakland, and PAWS, the Performing Animal Welfare Society.
Thank you. Any other witnesses in support?
Mr. Chair and members, Paul Yoder on behalf of SHAC, the State Humane Association of California, also in support.
Thank you very much. Any witnesses in opposition? Seeing none. Department of Finance?
No file.
Questions from members to the author? Seeing none. This bill, would you like to close?
I just respectfully ask for aye vote.
Your bill is out on an A roll call with Mr. Jones and Mr. Obernolte voting no.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair and members.
Thank you very much. If we can, we'll take a moment to go back. We had started reading through the bills that had been presented. We'll continue on with SB 923, Hernandez. That was out on an A roll call. SB 1036, that was Hernandez. That's out on an A roll call. SB 954, Hertzberg. That's a B roll call with Chang not voting. SB 814, Hill. That's out on a B roll call. SB 869, Hill. This is out on a B roll call with Chang voting aye. I just did Laura. SB 1030, Mr. McGuire, is out on a B roll call. SB 896, Ms. Nguyen, that bill is out with Republicans not voting. Wagner is an aye.
Amended to add a co-author.
And it was amended to add a co-author, and Chang is also an aye. SB 977, Pan, that's out on a B roll call with Chang voting aye. SB 1089, Pavley, that's out on a B roll call with amendments. SB 1249, Wachowski, that's out on a B roll call. And I believe that concludes our agenda for the day. For the record, we did read the consent calendar in the suspense file. Pedro, is there anything you want to gavel down? We will officially adjourn the meeting. Thank everyone for their presentations today.